Ah, Medieval 2. Oh god, it's really been quite a long time since I've played this game. I've actually recently played Rome Total War more than I've played Medieval 2 Total War, and I actually prefer this game a lot. Oh yeah, that's the thing about starting a new game though. You don't have anyone unlocked, and who in their right mind wants to play as the damn French? I know you can actually just go ahead and unlock all of them through a few modded files, but I actually do quite enjoy unlocking them over time. But I guess I'll have to play as the only acceptable nation here, England. Although given the time period, England's more of France v2 at this point, considering all of our noblemen, our kings, and just about everyone else in charge doesn't speak a lick of English. That's fine, I can barely get my head around English too some days. Although saying that, first things first, this province over here in Normandy is only going to cause us a world of bother, and I'm not really interested in the continent as much, so we're just going to say adios amigos as they do in France. I'm going to accept that, Mr. Patrick McDougal, but I got some bad news for you in a couple turns. You know, just 1,000 years later, York looks just about the same. Oh, I said the Scottish might have a surprise coming to them, but it looks like they're giving me my own surprise too, but I'm gonna beat you to it. Prince Rufus versus King Malcolm. Nothing quite like the old English tradition of just pissing about in Scotland, really. Funnily enough, when I fight these Scottish rebels who own a town up here, they're actually called something a bit more appropriate. You know, I have submitted the entire British Isles to my rule now, but I feel like we need to just, you know, switch it up a bit. Oh, not only are the Spanish attempting to rob me, they also sent a princess to do it. Oh, so Teresa, why did you start that war with the English for? Oh, they didn't give you 230 florins. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Oh, I guess they do actually say adios amigos now in France. Oh, bad news. Pope Greg is dead. One turn later, Pope Giunta's dead too. They don't have a very long lifespan, these popes. Yeah, alright, now you're just taking the biscuit. Every time I end turn, a new pope's dead. Perfect, just what I need in life. A bit of excitement. Now, problem is, we're all the way over here in England, and Jerusalem's all the way over here in the Middle East, aka the Holy Land, and I'm not really that committed to fighting for it. But I'll tell you who is committed to fighting for it. Poor people, and I got a lot of them. I mean, why do I need poor people for? They just speak this weird language and muck around in the mud all day. I got much bigger fish to fry. So I will send you off with some ballistas because I accidentally made them. Alright, you guys go conquer Jerusalem and let me know when you've done it. Pope's dead again. Oh, and he's dead again. Literally Jesus Christ. Good news is we made it to Jerusalem. Bad news is that all the peasants died on the ship. Yeah, good news is we can just sort of borrow people from around this area that seem to be willing to fight for our cause of retaking Jerusalem. So here's a fresh new army made up of peasants. Oh, goddamn Mongolian! You know, when I came to Jerusalem to like siege out the city, I was kind of expecting, you know, an actual army to come stop me. There's only one unit in the city and the rest is all out here. It's just a whole bunch of catapults. The Great Battle of Jerusalem, everyone. I asked my Sultan, there's a strange foreign force here to retake Jerusalem. Should we send... No. Just send catapults. Okay, just send the catapults, boys. No, I can't wait for my heir to come back to England, and when they ask him about how he managed to siege down the great city of Jerusalem, he's really going to have to pull something out his ass, because this is not a worthy tale right now. Well, that was the crusade. And they've immediately started sieging the city again, which is what's just going to happen for the rest of our lives now, and I'm not going to bother to fight a single one of these battles. I wasn't expecting my king to die so quickly, which means my king's now over here in Jerusalem. You're going to die here. Oh, the Egyptians actually want a ceasefire. I get the feeling that's not going to last too long, though. Oh, we actually have a new crusade against... I'm all the way in Jerusalem. Do you really expect me to march all the way back over? It's not even owned by... It's owned by Sicily. Really? Really? Oh, the Pope sent me a gift of 500 florins, which is nice, considering I spent more of that coming over here with just whatever was in London, really. Didn't think that ceasefire would last too long. Well, there's King Davy. He's dead. I haven't really looked at England in a long time, so I've got no idea where my actual king is now. Oh, he took Tunis, which is crusade over, and now I'm just gonna take these guys and send them to Jerusalem. I don't know what else to do with you. Oh god, because I've just been spamming the end turn button. We're already at gunpowder, and I've accomplished accomplished nothing, really. I don't know what I'm doing. You know what, Mr. Al-Mahdi of Dakala? Very tempting offer, but I'm gonna have to say no. Oh, F in the chat for Pope Albertus the missionary. Oh, there was our king. So I was just deleting all my old armies I had from when I sieged Jerusalem, and I realized I actually have a pilgrim somewhere around here. There he is, with just one guy on it, but he's fully ranked up from all the auto-resolving. I think he might be Jesus. Right, you know what? I think it's time we actually have a battle with the Egyptians. We've just been messing around this whole time, but I've just got a highly trained army full of the most experienced people in all of the land, and just a couple artillery pieces, and we're gonna go ahead and take down this pathetic guy who's got like 5 stars next to him. Doesn't matter like how much experience your army has, doesn't matter how well armored they are, all it matters is how many you have of them, and that's how you win wars. You know, I'm not really familiar with this Egyptian tactic of just bringing every piece of siege artillery they have lying around. It's just some giant balls of fire. How much damage can it really do? Right, I don't think the Egyptians realise that this thing I have right here is actually a siege weapon. It's an artillery piece. They might just think it's a wheelbarrow of some sorts, but boy, do they have a surprise coming for them any second now. There you go, take that! Suddenly, the army's just running away. But that's fine, guys. We've still got this one in the bag. Maybe? Was it my other Total War video where I said like 20k likes and I'll play Minecraft? Well, how about 20k likes, I'll play Roblox? God knows. No, that was a terrible idea. You're actually going to do it, aren't you? Oh! Well, there you go. Victory has been attained. The army worked. Superior peasant boys roll up. Hell of a lot of them did die though, so we're gonna have to fix that. Oh, the Timurids just showed up. I have no idea where the Mongols ended up, by the way. I haven't really been sending diplomats out. I haven't really been conquering land. I've just been kind of sticking to my 4 provinces in the Middle East. So, the Mongols own this bit. What the? Oh, we gotta go find them now. Oh, well, here come the Timurids. Are they actually gonna come land in the Middle East? Because usually that's where the Mongols and the Timurids end up, but no, they're in Russia. Well, my last general actually died over here, so there's literally only one guy left now that could possibly fill that role, and that's Jesus Christ himself. Right, found the Mongols. Now let's see exactly how much land they have. You just gotta actually give them some money so they'll consider showing me their map information. There you go, generous please accept. Boom, there we go. Now let's take a look. Mongolia's Russia. Okay. God, they've even made it all the way down here to Anatolia. Okay, we're leaving. You can take the Middle East. I don't want it. That's it, boys. We're heading back to England. I know you've been here for like 300, 400 years now, and Jesus himself is God knows how old, but we're going back home. That's the first time you've seen England in a while, boys. I also haven't seen it in a very long time, but we do have these fancy new ships, which we can send you boys on to go explore the Black Void over here. Whoa, I wonder what's there. Oh, that's just ruining the tension right there. Now they'll never know what's over there because I just got sneak attacked by those pesky Danes. Right, thankfully over here in London I have the entire English royal family and aristocracy, which I'm just gonna go send to deal with this issue. You know how some families have get-togethers where they just hang out and do family activity? Well, the English have a family activity and family get-together where everyone just apparently turns up to kill the Danish. But technically, if we somehow lost this battle, we would be wiping out the entire English royal family. For I don't even know what the lineages would be like anymore. It'd be a real mess, that's for sure. But yeah, thankfully, they are basically just really upgraded knights, so they're doing the job just fine, and the Danish don't stand a chance. Take that, Gustav Forkbeard, more like fork. Anyway, before I was rudely interrupted, there's a whole other world over here! Look at it, it's right there. That's a whole new world right there. Jeez, it's just a bit of trees. I can't see it. There you go. Our noble army has made their first landing on this small island. I don't really know where it is or what we're gonna call it, but we definitely need to take it over immediately. Yeah, I'd call the people we're fighting pretty primitive, but they actually have the same amount of technology as me, bar the, you know, massive boom cannons. Ah, much better. And I know exactly what we're gonna call this brand new world we've discovered. Oh jeez, everywhere I go there's just more land. Brand new land for me to siege. Oh boy, look, Jesus right there. He's ready for a fight. Go on, you show him how it's done, Jesus. I know exactly what to call this place too. Oh, wait a second. Just south of Australia, there's a whole of a civilization down here. Well, if they're anything like the people I've taken out so far, they're not going to be a challenge whatsoever. Oh yeah, this is gonna be super easy. They even came out to attack me. You just made this like 5 times easier for me. My peasants are gonna show you a real battle. Wait a second. This doesn't look like it's going too well. I don't get it. Our peasants have done such a good job this far. How the hell are we losing this battle? We should be absolutely demolishing them. You know, I think it is. I think it's because we didn't bring enough peasants. We just didn't bring enough. We need way more of them to take these guys down. That's the problem. They beat us at our own game. Numbers. Thankfully, though, we've got the biggest number around. Number 1. Jesus Christ. And Jesus is going to show them exactly how to fight a battle. Like, you sure you got the bulk of the army down, but I've got Jesus, and he's ready to show you a... They just killed Jesus. F in the chat for Jesus.